Welcome to Fireside Giants. My name is Alex. If you're watching this video, you probably already know the Giants have signed wide receiver one, Kenny Golladay, formerly of the Detroit Lions. As we know, this is a massive signing for New York. They desperately needed to get Daniel Jones, wide receiver one. We saw what it did for Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills last year when they traded for Stephon Diggs. And now the Giants have a similar receiver in terms of the ability to produce at a very high level. Kenny Golladay coming off a year where he was injured for most of it with a hip flexor and hamstring issue. He had a Pro Bowl accolade season in 2019 with 1,190 yards and 11 scores, which led the NFL. Double-digit touchdowns, led the NFL. That's huge. The Giants barely made it to the red zone. And when they did, they barely scored last year. They averaged 17.5 points per game last season, and they were really just awful. Their entire unit was awful. They were, manned up across the board. Opposing defenses didn't respect their wide receivers. They knew all they had to do was stop Wayne Gallman in the running game, and they would win the contest. And for a majority of the games, that exactly worked. And the Giants really needed to upgrade their offense this year. John Maris said, we're going to reallocate resources toward the offense. They finally did it. They signed Kenny Golladay to a massive 4-year extension, $72 million, 76 max after a couple of incentives, with $40 million guaranteed. This was a huge deal, averaging out at almost $18 million, even more per season. $18 million when Juju Smith-Schuster made $8 million from the Steelers on an extension, a little 1-year deal. And Will Fuller only got about $12 million. So Kenny Golladay blew them out of the water. He spent about 2 days there. He spent time in New York. He's friends with Saquon. Now he's friends with Shepard. This is a big signing for the Giants, and I wanted to dive into some film as soon as possible to get you guys in the spirit of excitement for this offense moving forward and what Kenny Golladay really brings. So let's jump right into the film, guys. I'm really excited to check out what we got. So I'm going to run through each clip first, and then we're going to go back and then check out what's going on. So you can see him here, right here. He's in the slot. And just right away here, this is a phenomenal play because he's in the slot. It's just a little out route to the corner. And look what he does there. It's press coverage. So he gets his hands on him, but he does a really good job of getting inside leverage. And on this out route, Kenny Golladay needs to get inside leverage. They have one deep safety, but it's in the red zone, so it's very condensed. This makes it a lot harder for quarterbacks and offenses to succeed because everything is more condensed. There's a lot more gaps that are filled. But Kenny Golladay here wins off the line of scrimmage. He's a big 6'4" physical receiver. He uses his arms. He gets leverage on the inside. And the second he gets leverage, he doesn't let that cornerback stack him over top. Instead, he bodies him out. He uses that big frame of his. And this ball by Matt Stafford's perfectly located. He pinpoints it high up. And Kenny Golladay, that's what he's best at, 50-50 jump ball catches. All you have to do is throw it up there, and he's going to make that grab as long as you can be somewhat accurate. And Daniel Jones is very accurate when it comes to throwing the football. We know that, especially downfield. This is just a nice out route. He high points it and the awareness to get his feet in bounds. So let's take a look at the other angle. They all think it's out of bounds, too. They all think it's out of bounds. Kenny says, nah, we got this. This is inbounds. Let's take a look. He's in the slot right now. So he's on the out route. He bodies him out. Little float ball, just a 50-50 in-man coverage. And he goes up there. He pinpoints it. And he knows where he is on the field. He has that awareness to know, I got to get my feet in right now. So he tiptoes those feet. Bam, look at that right there. Look at that feet placement. And look where the ball is. He's protecting it over his head. He has it away from the cornerback. He's already framed out the corner. He has his feet in bounds. What more can you ask from your wide receiver one but to make a stellar play like this? Just absolutely phenomenal. This is the first clip, by the way, about 3 minutes of film. Just a short little session to get you guys in the spirit. And here you're going to see him all the way on the outside on the top of your screen. And this is just a very nice route. He does something really, really unique here. And what I love about him and his size. His size gives him so much physicality. So at the stem of his route here, he squeezes toward the sideline. He stacks the cornerback, forces him to go behind him because when that cornerback at that stem right there, he has to make a decision. Either I'm going to hold on to Kenny Golladay and I'm going to defensive pass interference, or I have to go in behind him and try to make a play. But if you're throwing the ball high and your receiver has decent accuracy downfield like Daniel Jones does, it's an easy touchdown catch. Watch this. Right here, he pushes him inside. He wants that cornerback to make a decision. Either I have to hold him because I know he's going to jump. Look at the safety, the deep safety here. He's looking. He has his eyes on Kenny, but the problem is he's shifting to his right. So Kenny Golladay has to make a decision here. Am I going to burst up the field right now? I'm going to go route, or am I going towards the corner? Instead, he does something really, really intelligent. He stacks that cornerback, makes him go behind him, tries to draw a foul. Instead, he ends up just stacking him and getting a great leverage. So you see right here, he has leverage now. He forces that corner to go in behind him. And if you have a good quarterback who can make that throw, high points it, bam, touchdown. That's what you want to see from wide receiver one, that big 6'4" body. The Giants don't have anybody at that size at wide receiver, and now they do. Let's see. Look at this. Bam, right there. That's the freeze frame you want to see right here. Right there. Look, he has the body, not much separation, but you don't need it. You don't need the separation when you have 6'4" height and you can jump out of the stadium. And he perfectly the ball's perfectly placed. Great pass by Matthew Stafford. We know Daniel Jones could do the same. And he doesn't drop the ball very often, guys. Kenny Golladay has very, very good hands. And bam, touchdown. What more can you ask? We saw Dante Pettis connect on a ball with Daniel Jones against Dallas in Week 17, but this guy makes it a lot easier. He makes it a lot easier to do this routinely too. So here you're going to see Kenny Golladay in the slot. What I love the most about Kenny Golladay here, the Saints are playing a one safety high. You know, looks like they're manning up across the board. Really have that box stacked. But the Lions also have a very creative scheme here. They have twos, they have duos on both sides. And what I like about this is that Kenny Golladay can align in multiple spots. He can align on the outside on the boundary, he can align in the slot and in the Z. And here he's in the slot. He's actually the 2 receiver. So the outside receiver is considered the 1 and then the 2. So he's actually at the line of scrimmage on the 2. And I really, really like this because he just does such a good job of using his body to shield that football. And another red zone. Again, red zone target. The Giants needed badly a red zone target. And here you see Kenny Golladay. He uses that big body. You know, the corner's on him, and he just turns that corner, and Matthew Stafford puts it up for him, and he makes it. It's actually a little bit behind him, but he ends up making a phenomenal catch, gets his feet in bounds, and it's beautiful. That's what you want. That's what you want. A physical receiver with a big body to shield off those defenders. Take another look from this angle, from the all-22 angle. All right, let's see right here. See, about 1.5 yards of separation in the red zone. That's good enough. All you need is 1 inch. And he has a big body. That ball's thrown behind him. The cornerback is on him right now, but it doesn't matter. Kenny Golladay has the strength. He has the good hands. He has the body frame to shield off that corner. That corner is in perfect position to make a really good play on the football. But nope, doesn't matter. Gets his feet in bounds anyway. Touchdown. The Giants did not have a receiver that could do stuff like this just a day ago, really a couple hours ago. I love this. This is why Kenny Golladay needs to be a New York Giant, and they're so lucky to have him. Again, different alignments. This receiver on the outside is actually playing the Z. He's about a couple feet off the line of scrimmage here. It's better for smaller receivers when you're in the Z spot because it allows you to be more shifty. If you're playing against man coverage, it allows you to be more dynamic, crossing the field, drag routes, some interesting things there. But you'll see here, Kenny Galladay's right in that slot. Look at it. He's going into this. He's going to that space right in front of him. He's just filling that space. That linebacker right next to him, right behind him on the right, has to cover the flats. So he has to run over there to get to the flats. But Kenny Golladay over here, he has a nice hold that opens up. And because Matthew Stafford knows no one's jumping up that high. No one's going up to the 7-foot range, but Kenny is. Kenny makes that catch with ease, and it's just exactly why the Giants needed him. He pinpoints that ball. They throw it high. They've been practicing this a lot. This is what Daniel Jones and Kenny Golladay need to do together. They need to be practicing high pointing that football and throwing it a little bit higher than you're normally seeing, because if he can get that ball high, it's going to be a reception every single time, and it's going to be a touchdown. Take one look at the all-22 view. It's a nice little slant. It's a pretty basic slant. He's just filling a space. But Matt Stafford knows, I got to throw this ball high. Look at that. He's 2 or 3 feet above the receiver. Above the corner, rather. That's all you want. That is what you want as a receiver. You want that ball high, especially with that height. Daniel Jones is going to have fun with this guy. He's going to have a lot of fun. And you'll see Kenny Golladay at the bottom of your screen going in motion. I like that, using a little pre-snap motion there. Let's see what he does here. Oh, apologies. That was actually Marvin Jones on the other side that I was looking at. Kenny Golladay is actually on the other side. They look very similar. Huh. So it's just a basic slant route from Kenny Golladay. And what I liked about this, why I wanted to show this clip specifically, is because he uses that big body really, really well to create space on the slant. So you'll see just press coverage, but it's not. He's using a trailing technique, so he's not actually pressing him. He's just really mirroring what he's trying to do. But Kenny Golladay has such good fundamentals, such good size. He beats him inside. He attacks that outside shoulder, right? Rather, I guess it's the inside shoulder if you're looking at him. Inside shoulder, and you'll see he leans into it too. You'll see. Look at that inside shoulder on the left side of the cornerback, and then bam, he attacks that inside shoulder. He gets him right there. Right there is where you want him, because this opens up the slant perfectly. He uses that big body and he pushes off with that hand. Bam, right there, creates about a foot of separation. Is all you need. And the slant, look at this, 3 yards of separation because he comes back to the ball. He does a really good job of giving his quarterback an open lane. Look at the throwing lane there, really, really nice. And he can throw that high. So a lot of throwing lanes might be clogged by interior defenders, but because Kenny Golladay is so tall, you can throw it over those guys and still complete the pass. Bam, right at his head. Right, 6'4", right at his head. That's perfect. Bam, nice little 15, 17-yard gain right there. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, I love this play. This is one of my favorite plays for Kenny Golladay because it's creative. Because look what happens. There's an offside here, so they get a free play. Matthew Stafford says, easy, I'm going to throw it up. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm going to throw that up to Kenny Golladay, who I know is one of the best 50-50 jump ball wide receivers in the NFL, and he makes it look easy. He uses that body, uses that frame, and oh man, you'll have to see it right here. He's already beaten the corner on the go route. He already has a step on him. Look at him. He's burning now. He has 2 yards on him. Look at this, but it's underthrown. The ball's underthrown, and the cornerback says, "Ooh, I'm gonna make a play on this." Instead, Kenny Golladay says, "No. I'm gonna jump in front of you because I have that 6'4" body with another 5 feet wingspan, and I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna haul that ball in." And it was like a 45-yard gain, underthrown ball. Kenny Golladay. There's 2 cornerbacks in the area. You can't stop him. The guy's incredible. You can't stop him. This is a wide receiver 1, guys. This is what a wide receiver 1 should look like. Making big plays like that on essentially penalties, on creative plays. Just toss it up, let him make a play. It's a free play. We'll see it from the all-22 view really quickly. Look at this. So he sees it. I love how he tracks this ball too. He tracks this ball, high points it. He jumps over the corner. Look at this. He high points that ball. Cornerback has no chance. It's really phenomenal. Just the body control that he has. The body control is really, really nice. And that's it, guys. That's the Kenny Golladay breakdown. Just a short little session. Give you guys an idea of what he brings to this offense. I'm super excited. The money's a lot, but with the cap escalating over the next couple of years, it's going to look like a steal. You have 40 years of wide receiver 1 play now. This is exactly what the Giants needed to do for Daniel Jones. Really happy they got it done. We've been waiting for this for days, guys. I haven't slept in days waiting for this to happen, so I'm super excited. The Giants are really going to have a great player moving forward. Obviously, Joe Judge really likes him. Obviously, management loved him. Pending a physical, everything's good to go. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe below on YouTube. More film sessions coming out. We have some really great content on the way for you guys. We want to make this as fun and as enticing as possible. So, of course, please make sure to hit the thumbs up. Really appreciate all the love. And we'll catch you guys on the next